Okay, let's talk about guilt tripping and the glorious sport of saying no without collapsing like a soggy deck chair. You are not the emotional paramedic for every clown setting themselves on fire. You're not some personal crisis hotline for every adult who can't manage their own life. If there is someone in your life who's constantly showing up with another disaster, another meltdown, that same old dramatic line of I've got nothing moment, then maybe, just maybe, they should stop juggling matches at a fucking petrol station. It's their fire, their problem. You're not their fucking personal fire extinguisher to put it out. It's their fire, their extinguisher, their problem, not yours. And I know what you're thinking when you sit and watch me saying all this. You're like, well, that's easy for you to say, Caitlin. If I say no, then it's going to make me look like the cold and heartless person. That's going to make me look like the shithead if I say no. Yes, of course, be that person that someone can go to and give that person a shoulder to cry on and be that person that someone can rant to. That's kindness. There's nothing wrong with kindness. There is a huge difference between being emotional support and an emotional babysitter. Stop volunteering to raise adults. Oh, I don't want to upset them. Oh, I don't want them to think I'm not there for them. Oh, I don't want to lose them in this really precious friendship, relationship and connection that I have with them. Oh, boo fucking who. That fear that you've got in your mind, those things that are going around your brain all the time, what do I make myself look like if I say no? That's the fear in your mind that keeps yourself obedient to someone else's needs. It's not serving you. Stop fucking worrying about what everyone thinks of you, okay? And I know I'm making it sound easy the way I explain it. Believe me, I'm one of those people. I get waves. I get that. I've been there. I have now reached a point in my life where I'm like, fuck what everyone thinks of me. It's me that's got to live in this head for the next 80 odd years. Why am I caring? If someone doesn't like me just because I say no, fuck them. And this is the big thing. This is the thing I want you to remember. Because I know you're watching me and you're still caring about those little things in your head. You're like, oh my God, yeah, but I look like an absolute dick for saying no. Oh, I look like the really terrible person. That person thought anything of you. If that was the case, they would not need to manipulate you or make you feel bad or guilt trip you in any way. In fact, they wouldn't even be asking you for fuck all. They would not even be telling you, because by them telling you that they've got nothing or their skin or whatever it is that they're saying to you, it will only be through their way of trying to get you to offer, to get you to feel bad about whatever it is that's going on in their life. If they were a good, healthy person, they wouldn't even be fucking mentioning it. They would not be doing it to you to begin with. If they thought anything of you. They just wouldn't. They wouldn't. A healthy person does not guilt trip you into doing things. And let me tell you something now. If this person is your partner, right? If this is a relationship issue, if that person needs to corner you emotionally to get what they want, that's not a relationship you're in. That's a fucking hostage situation. If you say no, yeah, that 2-letter word, if your no breaks that connection, then it wasn't a connection worth having to begin with. In fact, it obviously wasn't even strong enough if a little no breaks it. It must have been the most weakest, unworthy connection of your entire life if a 2-letter word breaks it. And you're probably in this cycle where you're actually saying yes all the time to things because you love how you feel around that person. You love how you feel so wanted by them when you're giving them what they need. If someone is only valuing you when you're handing out constant yeses like a bloody ticket provider, then that person isn't valuing you as a person. They're only valuing a service that you're providing to them. They are only valuing how you, that little great person on the other side of the camera, they are only valuing how you are making their lives feel easier. And if anything, that puts you in the power seat because that person is petrified. Oh, believe me, they are petrified of losing the benefits that you provide to them. And that's the only thing they're valuing. They're not valuing you. They don't care about you. They're just like, what else can I get from this person? A little bit of money here, a little bit of affection there. But they only come to you when they need those things. No, stop doing it to yourself. And that little ball of anxiety that you're feeling when you say no, that little stomach flip, you know, that really uncomfortable feeling when you say no? That is not confirmation that you should feel guilty. That is just your nervous system rebooting itself into emotional independence. And that is beautiful. Emotional independence is the most brilliant thing you could ever obtain for yourself in this world. And it's uncomfortable because you get that ball of anxiety when you say no, you get that stomach flip. You've been trained into thinking, oh my God, I'm this such terrible person. Oh, I'm gonna feel so guilty for saying no. Shut that shit down. Once you have that emotional independence, manipulators cannot touch you. They can't touch you with a fucking barge pole. You become completely unstoppable. And your connections, your relationships, oh my God, do they become far more healthier. They become so healthy that you look back and you go, oh my God, I can't believe I actually entertained that. And should I tell you why? That when you start saying no and stop feeling guilty for saying the word no, you suddenly begin to realise that you're no longer choosing people out of fear. You're choosing people because it makes your heart tear. It makes you happy. I'm not telling you to become an overly selfish person. You can still be a good person. You can still be kind. But you can put yourself first as well. If someone is guilt tripping you to choose them over your own sanity, please, for your own sake, for your own emotional well-being, mental health, whatever you want to call it, choose your own sanity. Every time. Every time. And I'll tell you why you should choose your own sanity every time over someone else's needs. Because it's you that's got to live in your own brain for the next 80 odd years feeling like an absolute mug. They're not the ones in bed, lying awake at 3 a.m. Oh my God, I can't believe I guilt tripped them. I'm such a really terrible person that I made them feel like they had to say yes to me because they cared more about me than themselves. They're not laying awake in bed at 3 a.m. thinking that. You're the one thinking that shit, beating yourself up, wondering if they're still friends with you just because you said no. They've not got those tormenting thoughts. They've already yeeted that luggage onto you, my dear. It literally screams emotionally unhealed child in adult shoes. Why are you letting infants run your life? You're not a nursery worker. Clock out. They don't want a friendship. They want a doormat. And if they want a doormat, they can go on Amazon and fucking order one. Preferably one on sale. These people can't get what they want the normal way. The way normal people would get things. They get it by making you feel like the bad person. That's how they do it. And let me guess, you've probably reached that stage where you've tried to give them advice, you've tried to give them alternatives, maybe get your life back on track, you know, like a normal person would. Maybe try that. Here's the real kicker here. 90% of these people, they don't want a resolution because they can't deal with the discomfort of fixing something on their own. They're not interested in the advice that you're giving to them, even though it's probably really brilliant advice. They just want a constant fucking personal hotline all the time. You try helping, you try guiding, supporting, you've tried everything you can. They don't want solutions because they're so used to playing the victim. They're that kind of person that's used to people just giving them things without having to work for them. That's their way of living. They want your energy, your energy, without doing the work themselves. You did not lose that person. You lost unpaid labour, my friend. And I promise you, you are not feeling guilt because you're wrong. You're feeling guilt because you've been well trained into thinking you're the issue all the time, that their problems are yours. And if the only way the relationship or friendship works is by you constantly providing emotional support and problem solving, then congratulations, you've become that person's full-time support worker. They've already outsourced the whole circus for you, let me tell you that. And speaking of circuses, if you're the only performer, the only one dancing, the only one juggling, the only one holding up the tent, walk out and let that whole tent collapse behind you. Trust me, it'll be the best thing you ever do. Their words are rubbish, treat them like rubbish. Shit it out, flush it, because that's where it belongs. It belongs in your bog. Flush that shit away. If you don't start protecting yourself, then you might as well put yourself on sale up on Amazon as a premium doormat. Someone already has you in their basket waiting for checkout. So please, if you're watching this because you've got this issue with constant people pleasing, afraid to say no, afraid what someone will say about you, oh, that person didn't give me money when I was hard up, oh, that person wasn't there for me, Stop auditioning to be an emotional support worker. Flush that guilt. Close that circus. Bin the doormat costume. Bin it. Bin. Now go subscribe, go follow, do whatever you need to do to keep this message in orbit. God, I hate that word. Watch this on replay if you have to. Have it on a 24-hour spin. Get it in your head. You are not their support worker. You're not. Get rid of that person. Block them. Block. Get rid. I promise you, you'll be a much happier, peace-of-minded person. I don't even think that's a word. And the emotional independence you will gain will be bliss, trust me. And come back to me in 3 months' time and you tell me how much better you feel. Go do it. Block that person. Get the phone now. Block it. Block. Why are you still here? Block.